Oh, and Sakkari and Mukova are underway. How about that? Sakkari here serving. 2 minutes on the clock. In fact, so let's tune in to that one as well as Tabilo. Tabilo wins the first set 6-1. Crushing first set win for the Chilean. 6-1 over Echeverri. Going to share the Mukova and Sakkari encounter on your screens. Of course, Sakkari having a very impressive win over Iga Swiatek in the previous round. Tabilo, what a comfortable first set. There is a bathroom break, by the way, at the end of this set, so that's why the players are off the court. Let's share with you on the screen the Sakkari-Mukova score line. So you can see Sakkari winning the first game on her serve. But it is Mukova now 30 love up on her serve. Okay, forehand goes into the net for Mukova there, so it's 30-15. It was a good return from Sakkari. I think Tabilo will beat Echeverri. That was my pre-match thought, and I'm going to stick with it now. Forehand here going to go long from Sakkari, so 40-15. Do hit that like button, by the way, and if you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe. Players will be back on court and playing again shortly between Tabilo and Echeverri. Meanwhile, 2 game points here for Mukova to get it to 1-1. "24 subscribers away right now from the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium." Backhand there for Mukova goes long and it's 40-30. But ultimately, Mukova has a little bit too much for Sakkari and holds serve for 1 game all. Do let me know in the live chat, where in the world are you tuning in from? 1-1 here, Sakkari Mukova. Serve down the tee, backhand return. Drop shot here from Sakkari is going to be too good. 15 love. Look at that backspin there. Lovely. Tame serve there from Sakkari. She's put that forehand into the net. 15 all. Shakes her head. Does feel like an Mboko title though, whoever wins this encounter. Backhand to backhand right now. And now to the forehand of Sakkari. It's a good forehand from her. Well defended by Mukova though. Oh, wonderful passing shot from Mukova. 15-30. And Echeverri and Tabilo in their second set are back underway. 41 minutes on the clock. Despite the comfort with which Tabilo won that first set, it was a 40-minute or 35-minute set because there has been a toilet break. Thirty all, Sakkari Mukova. Oh, backhand into the net there. So 40-30. Good serve out wide. Now on the forehand of Sakkari into the forehand of Mukova. Backhand here, not great depth there from Sakkari, so she's under pressure here and a nice volley at the net there from Mukova. 1-1 deuce. Tabilo serving, Echeverri serving 30 all in the opening game of their second set. Okay, forehand here into the forehand of Mukova. Oh, but that backhand from Mukova's all wrong. Deuce. Some support there from Tom Hill, the British coach of Maria Sakkari. She has got a game point here for 2-1. First serve down the tee is missed, so second serve here for Mukova to look at. Backhand return from Mukova into the backhand of Sakkari. Now on the forehand of Mukova, forehand Sakkari. Got good pace on that ball, but that's nice depth there from Mukova. Now it's on the forehand of each player, but actually Sakkari's going to go long with that forehand, and so we're back to deuce. Wonderful to have so many of you on board. Please do hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 24 subscribers away from completing the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Meanwhile, over in Buenos Aires, Tabilo is indeed winning quite comfortably at the moment. At least he won the first set by 6-1. Here in Qatar, in the rally, that's an awkward volley for Sakkari that she can't deal with. And it is going to be a break point here for Karolina Muchova. Back to Juice. Etcheverry has held serve for 1-love against Tabilo. Do get in the live chat, by the way, as to who you think is going to win this encounter. Also, let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. Maybe you're somewhere fun or groovy in the world. Maybe you're not. But either way, it'd be good to hear from you. Okay, another break point here for Karolina Muchova. Backhand return from her is going to go long. Deuce. Sagal thinks Tabilo will win very easily, but we'll see. He's serving at love 30 in Argentina against Etcheverry. Backhand return is really good from Mukova, but there's some nice shots here from Sakkari too. They're on the slices. If it's a slice fest, by the way, Mukova will probably come out on top. But they're now on the forehands. And I'd say that Sakkari might have slightly better forehand, but there she dumps that forehand into the net. Break point number 3 for Karolina Muchova. She doesn't take any of these. I wonder how much she will end up living to regret some of these. Yeah, even if I've got a question here in the live chat from Dr. Storytell182, even if Mukova wins, Mboka will still be in the top 10, no matter what happens. Backhand return into this. Oh, she's missed it, Sakkari. Break point, break converted. Mukova gets over the line at the third time of asking in that game. Breaks for a 2-1 lead. Meanwhile, over in Argentina, what is happening? Well, I can tell you that Etcheverry is threatening the Tabilo serve. Threatening. It is 15:30 on the Chilean serve. On the dirt in Buenos Aires. And it's now 15:40, by the way. Forehand return. Backhand from Tabilo. Forehand now into the backhand again of Tabilo. Tabilo goes into the net. And that's the 15:40 point. And now Etcheverry gets the break. So is this going to be a momentum shift in this match? Etcheverry leading in the second set by 2 games to love. Paid kid, we just don't know in tennis. Could be done in 20 minutes if Tabilo wins the next 6 games. Or we could be another 2 hours if this goes to a tiebreak and then we go to a third set. That is tennis. Talking of tennis, that is what we do here. We are talking tennis. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, click subscribe. And the subscribe button is just below the screen. The subscribe button is just below the screen. And if you click subscribe, you will see that number below my head tick over from 23747, like a Boeing 747. You'll see that tick over to 748. And you will know that that is you. You will be our 23,748th subscriber. That'll be you. And you can do a little dance knowing that you have made a difference. As we get closer and closer to the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York. Lovely return there from Tabilo, by the way, to get to love 15. Meanwhile, Mukova is threatening the sack. Sorry, Mukova here vulnerable. Love 30 down on her serve. Do let me know where in the live chat you are tuning in from. I will try and respond and share with you on the screen. Nice shot there from Etcheverry to the delight of the home crowd for 15 all. And it's now love 40, 3 break points for Maria Sakkari as she seeks parity at the beginning of this match. So, 2 love Martin Etcheverry here and 15 all. And 3 break points in Qatar for Maria Sakkari on the Karolina Muchova serve. She looks to strike back immediately on the Czech wizard. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. 3 break points for Maria Sakkari to strike back immediately. It was a lengthy service game that she had in the previous game, but this game has been lightning fast as she has raced into a love 40 lead. But can she get over the line in this game? Just like Mukova did in the previous game. Well, Mukova's won the first point for 15-40. Do get voting in the poll, by the way, who you think is going to win between Maria Sakkari and Karolina Muchova. Also vote in our poll for the Tabilo Etcheverry match as to who you think is going to win, the Chilean or the Argentinian. It is currently 15-30 here on the Etcheverry serve. So a little bit of pressure here for the Argentinian to deal with. If it isn't enough playing in front of your home crowd, it is something that we've seen a few Argentinians struggle to deal with at home. Others have thrived, of course. Perhaps Diego Schwartzman the most. Tabilo goes long there with a backhand. It is 30 all. That feels like a bit of a gift, bearing in mind they were pretty close to neutral in that rally. 2 points in a row for Karolina Muchova. She gets it to 30-40. By the way, just 3.5 games, and that match is already 20 minutes in. Yeah, but it is early in the day, Ghosty, as in early in the day, as in lunchtime. But they do tend to fill up, as you'll see. Listen, it's not exactly Qatar in terms of empty seats, to put it that way. Or WTA finals in, where was it? Somewhere in Texas. Oh, and it's going to be a break point for Tabilo. Talking of break points, it's exactly what Maria Sakkari has. The third one here on the Mukova serve. She has had 3 break points in a row on the Mukova serve. We had a couple of comfortable holds, didn't we, to begin the match and get to 1 all. But that last game from Sakkari was a lengthy one. 3 break points in the end Mukova had. And it was on the third that she took it. Well, can Maria Sakkari take it on her third break point against Karolina Muchova? Talking of break points, that's exactly what Tabilo has. He's going to try and pass Echeverri at the net, and he does. Look at him run to the seat. He did that a few times against Fonseca as well. Breaks Echeverri, and they're back on serve at the Buenos Aires Argentina Open. Mukova, by the way, does not want to get back on serve in her encounter with Maria Sakkari. She has saved another break point, and they are back to deuce in Qatar. Tabilo and Echeverri will change ends. That's got to be a real thunderbolt of a blow for Echeverri, having got that break. Meanwhile, we're going to have a fourth break point for Maria Sakkari. Okay, here we are into the rally. It was a miscued forehand, by the way, from Mukova that set up this break point. I've done both tournaments. Buenos Aires in 2024, Rio in 2024, and then Rio in 2025. Didn't do Buenos Aires last year. Are you supporting Sakkari, Ghosty, or Mukova? 22 minutes on the clock. Breakpoint number 4 for Maria Sakkari to get parity in this first set. Backhand return from her. Forehand from Mukova into the forehand of Sakkari. Backhand now. Forehand Sakkari over the net. This is some pretty meaty shots from both players. Backhand here, cross court into the backhand of Sakkari. I do feel as though backhand to backhand, Sakkari might well win that exchange. Sakkari comes into the net, puts the volley away, breaks back 2-all. 4 games, 1 break of serve each. They are at 2 games all, which is exactly what Alejandro Tabilo is seeking in his match with Thomas Martin Echeverri. $15-all now, Tabilo on that serve. I think I'm going to turn a light on. You can leave a light on. Isn't there a Belinda Carlisle song with something to do with a light? Turn the light on or something? Then you got turn off the light, turn off the light. From the, what's her name? I'm like a bird. You only fly away. That lady. Yeah. I'm like a bird. Nelly Furtado. Nelly Furtado. Is she still going? 47 she is. She was born in Victoria in Canada. I don't know if she's a tennis fan, but if she is, then she'll be happy with her countrywoman's win today. Victoria Mboko, of course, lying in wait in this WTA final. That'll be playing the winner of Mukova and Sakkari. That is finally balanced in the first set at 2 games all. But her parents were Brazilian, I think. Oh, Portuguese. Portuguese parents. Okay, 30-15, Maria Sakkari here on her serve. Indeed, Ghosty, indeed. Nelly Tostada, very good. Okay. We haven't had any subscribers in the last 15, 20 minutes, so please do hit that subscribe button. We've got some Echeverri break points in Buenos Aires, 15-40 on the Tabilo serve. Sakkari missing the first serve there. 30 all, 2 all. And Etcheverry gets the break. Over to Billow. 3-1. So they could well go 3. What a forehand that is from Sakkari. Had to think there for a second with them both wearing orange. And Mukova dumps that into the net. So 40-30, Maria Sakkari. It's the headgear that I got to keep an eye out for. So the difference between these two is that Mukova wears like a bandana, I think you call that, or a headband. And that's the difference. I think they should wear home and away kits in tennis. It's a great marketing thing as well. And I think they should keep the same kit, at least for the season, or a longer period of time than just, say, one tournament. It's Adidas, I think, on court today. But yeah, I think all brands are guilty of it. But, if you had, for example, the clay court outfit that would start, in April and end at the end of the French Open, rather than having one clay court outfit, then it's the French Open, and then you've got a different outfit for that. And then you have, maybe you could start wearing white even before Wimbledon. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll stick with the white for Wimbledon. I'm fine with that. I'm not a huge necessarily fan of sticking with tradition just for the sake of it, but it doesn't matter at Wimbledon. And then once we get onto the hard courts, and just stick with it, maybe even just stick with it for the rest of the season from July all through the North American swing, but then also through the Asian. And yeah. I mean, I'd be even fine for the year. Just have the same kit for the whole year. And you have an away kit as well, home and away. And then 2 players come up against each other, toss a coin maybe. It's good for the brand, I think, too. Okay. By the way, talking of brands, if you are a sports manufacturer and wish to sponsor Talking Tennis, you're more than welcome to get in touch. Give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. You can also just write a comment either below this video or in the live chat. You can also contact us via email. You could probably guess my email address. Or give us a follow on Twitter at Talking Tennis 22. We're still fighting to get our original X account back. Put in another appeal today. I'm sure it'll fall on deaf ears like always. Anyway, Etcheverry here, 3 game points for 4-1. Sakkari will be feeling good about herself, getting that immediate break back and then consolidating. So now it's over to Karolina Muchova, 2-3. Good to see so many of you tuning in across all our platforms, and good to see that somebody has just hit subscribe. That now means we are 23 subscribers away. $30 love here for Mukova. 23 subscribers away from filling the Arthur Ashe Stadium, the world's largest in terms of capacity tennis stadium in the world. That is a lot of exposure, by the way, that we can give you as a sponsor potentially. Anyway, 40 love here, Mukova. 3 game points to get it to 3 all. Meanwhile, Tabilo and Etcheverry are changing ends. Etcheverry sealing that previous game, by the way, at 3-1 with a second serve ace. Second serve ace on clay. And it's 4-1 in the second set to the Argentinian. So he's seeking a third set. So, if we think about my predictions pre-tournament, who did I have to win the Rotterdam tournament? Felix Auger-Aliassime. Is he still in the tournament? Yes. Who did I have to win in Buenos Aires? Darderi. Is he still in the tournament? Yes. And who did I have to win Dallas? Ben Shelton. Is he still in the tournament? Yes. Well, well, well. Ben Shelton going to be coming up against Kecmanovic in the quarterfinal later on. Forehand goes long there from Sakkari, 15 love. So 3-all, 15 love. Oh, did Tommy Paul go out? I didn't even know that. Sorry, Ghosty. Yeah, I know, Ghosty. Just looking at one of your comments from earlier. Yeah, indeed. Ooh, Mukova changing directions there. No success. 15 all. Okay. WTA Weekly on Sunday, by the way. So make sure you tune in for that. Oh, lucky net cord there from Mukova. And I think Sakkari's gone long. Maria Sakkari, by the way, cannot believe how lucky that net cord was. It was because I tell you why it was particularly lucky. It was going out, hits the net, comes back in play. Sakkari messes up the next shot. 15-30. How important will that be in the terms of the destiny of this match? Backhand return from Mukova. Backhand to backhand right now. Now it's on the forehand of Sakkari into the forehand of Mukova. Mukova defending. It's a nice defense, though. And that slice from Sakkari is horrible, and we're going to have 2 break points. Meanwhile, Alejandro Tabillo has held serve. Bolivia doesn't have any on the main tour. Does Bolivia have a challenger? Let me have a look. Yeah, it has one in Santa Cruz de la Sierra. And it was voted, by the way, the best of South America on the ATP Challenger Tour in 2023 and 2024. But there were quite a lot of different, titles. For example, in 2025, it was nominated as the ATP Challenger 50 of the tournament of the year. So anyway, it seems to be a popular one. Okay. Sakkari here on the forehand. Good forehand winner there from Maria. Still a break point, though, for Karolina Muchova here. 30-40. It's the second one. Good serve down the tee, but Mukova gets it back in play. Now Mukova on the defense. Wonderful forehand winner there from Sakkari. Under pressure. Deuce. These are 2 of Ashley's favourite players, Sakkari and Mukova. Yeah, I mean, Sakkari has won a WTA 1000, hasn't she, in Mexico? 18 months ago, I'm going to say. I think. It was a bit of a soft 1000, let's say that. I think it was shortly after the US Open of 2024. On the slices right now. Now on the forehand of Mukova. Backhander from Sakkari. Backhand Mukova. Oh, that was too short from Sakkari, but she's defended that really well. Really well, considering how much trouble she was in. It was a wonderful cross-court passing shot from Maria under pressure, and she's got a game point. Wonderful that we just added another subscriber, meaning we are 22 subscribers away from filling the Arthur Ashe Stadium. What is that capacity? Well, that capacity is 23,771. And look at our subscriber count. That's how close we are. Good play there for Mukova. Deuce. Meanwhile, over in Argentina, Echeverri has 2 game points for a 5-2 lead. Who's winning right now? Well, it is still advantage to Bilo in that he has won the first set. But the second set at the moment seems to be heading the way of Thomas Martin Echeverri. So then that will be equal. Okay, deuce here, Sakkari Mukova. Game point, Maria Sakkari. Make sure you hit that like button, people. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Game point here for Sakkari. 4-3, change of ends potentially. There is a change of ends into Bilo Echeverri, by the way, with it being 5-2. Deuce again. A lot of epic games here, by the way. Deuce, Sakkari, Mukova. 2-5 to Bilo. Bilo is serving to stay in the second set. Okay, deuce here. Mukova returns. Forehand from Sakkari. Mukova cross court. She's had a couple of break points in this game, of course, but wasn't able to take either of them at 15-40. That's a shank, or at least it's a mishit from Sakkari on the forehand. And so we have another break point here for Karolina Muchova. Karolina Muchova has a career high ranking of number 8, which was achieved just after the US Open semifinal run that she had in 2023. She was also, of course, a French Open finalist the same year. She only has one WTA Tour title, which was the 2019 Career Open. Oh, and Mukova's gone long there, and she's lost another break point, so it's back to deuce. Some of my tennis wish lists that still haven't been completed do include a Grand Slam win for Karolina Muchova. Maybe Wimbledon. How about that? She got to the quarterfinals in 2019, and she's going to have another break point. Number 4 in this game. Sakkari getting 73% of her first serves in, but only winning 52% of them. Okay, cross court here, backhands. Staying on the backhands right now. I thought Sakkari might change direction there. She does here with a wonderful backhand winner, saving another break point. She's been in 2 WTA 1000 finals, by the way, Karolina Muchova, and she's lost both of them to Coco Gauff. 2023 in Cincinnati and 2024 at the China Open, and both were in straight sets. Gauff has been a bit of a thorn in her side, Lost to her in Australia this year, but also it was Goff who denied her the US Open final in 2023. The head-to-head between Coco and Karolina is 5-0. But not only is it 5-0, it's also the location and the moments. I mean, it's full of grand slams and big matches, basically. Lovely drop shot there, but Sakkari gets to it. Oh, and that's going to go long from Mukova. Well done, Maria Sakkari, for chasing that down. And eventually, Maria Sakkari holds serve. Meanwhile, over in Buenos Aires, we have 40-30 on the Tabilo serve at 2-5. Let's switch over to that one now, shall we? As I flip between these two. Tabilo holds, by the way, so Echeverri now serving for the second set at 5-3. Okay, so Echeverri serving for the second set, 5-3, he leads. Echeverri and pressure at home, it's a thing, ladies and gentlemen, it's a thing. Somebody here backing Mboko to win the final. Their YouTube name is Precious Ashimole 6507, backing Mboko to win the title in Qatar. Well, who's going to win the title in Argentina? That's a smash there for Echeverri, which he puts away. It was a really easy smash that I think even Ghosty would have made. 15 love. We've got about 40 or 50 of you tuning in right now across all our platforms. Please do hit that like button and also click subscribe. 22 subscribers away right now from the capacity filling the Arthur Ashe Stadium. People are, by the way, tuning in going, I am sick and tired of you to keep talking about the Arthur Ashe Stadium capacity. So please, just let's get there and then I'll stop talking about it. 22 subscribers away. Right, we're into the rally here, by the way. Echeverri, 15 love up. I need to get my charger. Oh, that forehand from Tabilo is going to go long, so 30 love. Let me get my charger. We don't want to run out of juice. Echeverri, 2 points away from sealing this set. Now it's 3 set points for Thomas Martin Echeverri. Let me know in the live chat. Do we think Ghosty would have made that smash that Echeverri had on top of the net? I'm backing Ghosty. Just write in the live chat. Would Ghosty have made that smash? Yes or no? Let me know right now. Oh, Maria Sakkari gets the break on Karolina Muchova, leading 5-3 and serving for the first set. Echeverri takes the second set against Tabilo. So, I think it's time to focus all our efforts on the culmination potentially of the first set between Sakkari and Mukova. Echeverri and Tabilo are going 3, much to the delight of the Argentinian crowd. Can Karolina Muchova serve this out? Okay, 30 love, Mukova. Sorry, 30 love, Sakkari. Sakkari serving here, 30 love. 2 points away from sealing this first set and taking a giant leap towards the WTA 1000 final in Qatar. By the way, Maria Sakkari to win a Grand Slam in 2026, that would be wild. The physio, by the way, has been called to the court in the Tabilo Echeverri match. Who is that for? James is Mexican, by the way. Hola, James Nino 711. ¿Cómo estás? Si podría, James, si podría suscribir a nuestro canal, sería fenomenal. Maria Sakkari here, 3 set points, by the way. 5-3, 40 love. Where are you going to go with this serve? Forehand return from Mukova is decent. Good depth on that. She's on the attack now on the backhand with more good depth. Now it's on the forehand, but we are at neutral now. Sakkari changing direction. The slice from Mukova goes into the net, and Sakkari wins the first set. 1 set to love. Si podrías, James, suscribir, nuestro número va a cambiar. Okay, at Sakkari Mukova, first set, 0 aces from Sakkari, 0 double faults. 2 aces for Mukova, 0 double faults. Both getting 73% of their first serves in, both hitting 8 winners. But Mukova, 16 unforced errors. And listen to this, Mukova, 1 from 7 on break points. Very, very disappointing for the Czech. Very heartening for Maria Sakkari. I tell you what, though, I think Mboko is winning the final. Whoever she plays. Anyway, the physio has left the court in the Tabilo Echeverri encounter. And so we are back serving with Tabilo serving 15 love. Mukova's going to serve first at the beginning of this second set. If she's going to make the final for her third WTA 1000 final, she's going to have to do so coming from a set down to Maria Sakkari. It was nip and tuck, really, wasn't it? 1 break each. We get to 4-3, and Sakkari gets the decisive break to make it 5-3 before comfortably holding and getting over the line to win that first set by 6-3. Meanwhile, Tabilo has 2 game points on Thomas Martin Echeverri. Anush here, what is 1-6-3? Well, first of all, Anush, if you can hit the like button, but also hit subscribe. And by the way, if you're wondering, but John, I want to know when you go live. Well, you can know when we go live by clicking the notification bell. Then you'll get a notification to say when we're going live. Okay, Sakkari Mukova. First set won by Karolina. Sorry, first set won by Maria Sakkari 6-3. Oh, by the way, people, do check out this Instagram account. Check out us on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. Give us a follow. But also, check out Yuki, the dog. This is an Instagram account that you just didn't know you needed, but you do. It's called Hey_It's Me, Yuki. And this is the account. Look. How can you not want to subscribe? Sorry, how can you not want to follow this dog on Instagram? I'm telling you now. A must follow, I would suggest, on Instagram. So please do get following. Anyway, Sakkari, Mukova, beginning of the second set, 52 minutes on the clock. We had some lengthy games. Let's get back to the tennis at hand. And of course, if you're a Tabilo or Echeverri fan, they are now into a third set in Buenos Aires. I'm going to get some water, people. Okay. So, Mukova serving at the beginning of this second set, and she's love 15 down on her serve, and it's going to be a second serve as well for Maria Sakkari to look at. Meanwhile, Tabilo is held for 1-love against Echeverri. That's a miss on the slice there from Sakkari, so it's 15-all. We will have the final tomorrow between Mboko and Sakkari or Mukova as a watch-along, so please join us for that. Okay, 15:30 here on the Mukova serve. And it's going to be a second serve as well for Sakkari to look at. Meanwhile, Echeverri serving at love 130-all. Oh, and Mukova's dumped that backhand into the net. It was a very makeable backhand volley for her at the net. And it's now 15-40. Sakkari has won 3 games in a row to close out that first set. Can she make it 4? She's won 14 of the last 15 points. A horrible spell for Karolina Muchova. And it might be decisive. Meanwhile, Echeverri has a game point for 1-all. Backhand return. Forehand from Mukova into the backhand of Sakkari. Backhand cross court from both of these players. It's a slice, by the way, from Sakkari. Mukova comes into the net. Has she put this one away? Ooh. Sakkari did incredibly well athletically to get a racket on that. It then bounced on the top of the net, and we're both watching. Is this going to bounce back on Mukova's side, or is it going to bounce back on Sakkari's side? Well, much to the relief of Karolina Muchova, it landed back on Sakkari's side. She did so well to get her racket on that, by the way. 1-1 between Tabilo and Echeverri at the beginning of the deciding set there. Good serve down the tee here. Now Mukova comes into the net, but she's going to be passed. Maria Sakkari gets the break and leads by 1 game to love. Okay, Tabilo 1-1. Echeverri. By the way, get in the live chat. Who is winning, Tabilo or Echeverri? Just write T for Tabilo, E for Echeverri. Do that right now. Press return. Get in the live chat. Tell me who you think is winning. T for Tabilo, E for Echeverri. Write it in the live chat and click return. Also, of course, hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. Okay, we're on the slices here. And Sakkari's going to miss that slice. Love 15. So, Sakkari serving, love 15, 1 love. Echeverri and Tabilo, 1 game all in their deciding set. Oh, lovely forehand winner there from Maria Sakkari for 15 all. Okay, second serve here at 15 all for Mukova to look at. She's in a spot of bother here, obviously down a set and a break, but we are early doors in this second set. Forehand from Sakkari is decent with its depth. Now on the forehand of Maria into the backhand of Mukova. Mukova hitting so many unforced errors in this critical spell that has seen Sakkari win 4 games in a row. She also won 14 out of 15 points. We just hit the hour mark, by the way, as we approach 8:45 in the evening in Qatar. Very much early afternoon, by the way, in Buenos Aires, where Tabilo and Echeverri are on serve in their deciding set. Ashley, by the way, is going for an Echeverri win. Mason is also going for an Echeverri win. Pre-match, I went Tabilo. I think I went Tabilo in 3 sets as well. Pre-tournament, Darderi. Keep an eye out for him. 2 game points here for Maria Sakkari against Karolina Muchova. We will have the Qatar final tomorrow. James will be doing a watch along for that at around about 3 p.m. GMT. That's 10 a.m. Eastern time or 7 a.m. Pacific time. Sakkari holds 2-love. Okay, Sakkari here serving out. Love 2. Lots and lots of trouble for her. 5 games in a row from 3-all in the first set. She's lost 5 games in a row now. And Sakkari's on fire. Look at her pushing. Oh, she got pushed out wide there. No, 15-love. Backhand return from Sakkari into the backhand of Mukova, which is going to go long. 15-all. Meanwhile, Echeverry and Tabilo. Echeverry 30-15 para el argentino. En el cancha Guillermo, la cancha central en Buenos Aires, la capital de Argentina, en la tierra, la superficie. Y Cristiania, el Galaena. Hola, si podrías suscribir, sería fenomenal. Pero bueno, Echeverry y Tabilo en el tercer set. Y he dicho antes del partido que Tabilo va a ganar. Bueno, vamos a ver. La diferencia es muy fino ahora. And I'm going to change back to English because people are tuning in, particularly to Sakkari and Mukova, going, what the hell is he talking about? Hey, Jake. Got you right at the beginning of the stream and then you disappeared. Anyway, Mukova here with a couple of game points to get to 2-1. It'll be the first game that she's won in a while because she's lost 5 in a row in what has been a crucial element to this match with so many points going the way of the Greek. And it's going to be 40-30 now, by the way. Okay, backhand return here from Sakkari into the backhand of Mukova. She's on the attack here. Mukova coming into the net. She should win the point from here with a smash, and she does. Another smash that I think even our friend Ghosty would have put away. All right. So 2-1 here, but it is a set and a break advantage for Maria Sakkari, but at least Mukova stemmed that momentum that was going all the way. Okay, so Sakkari serving here. Love 30. Tabilo holds, by the way, for 3-2. Mukova looking pretty happy with herself there. Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Oh, Maria Sakkari. Not happy with that. It's a lovely sort of slice drop shot there, by the way. Wonderful to have so many of you tuning in for this Tabilo Echeverri clash in Argentina. They are on serve, but a little bit of pressure on Echeverri serving second. When they return to the court from their change of ends, he'll be serving at 2-3. Meanwhile, Sakkari here, 2-1, love 30. Serves into the backhand of Mukova. Forehand from Sakkari. Backhand cross court. Backhand to backhand exchange right now. Huge point here at love 30. Forehand from Mukova. Forehand from Sakkari is pretty good. Mukova on the defense, but she's defending it well. Now Sakkari comes into... No, she doesn't. I thought she was coming into that. Drop shot Sakkari is really good, but she's not going to win the point. Mukova chases it down. Love 40. Well, well, well. Whew. Hola, Cristiania. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Yo soy una basura o Echeverri is una basura? Okay, love 40. Sakkari serving. Backhand return. Backhand now from Sakkari. Good aggression there. I thought it was going to go into the net. Really big backhand cross court. Saves the first of 3 break points. 15-40. Who knows which way this match is going to go. We could be entering the final stages if Sakkari holds on here, but if Mukova breaks back, who knows? 15-40. Clips the net, but it's still a first serve. Meanwhile, Echeverri serving 2-3, 15 love in the deciding set against Alejandro Tabilo. Avísame en el chat si habla español. Okay, 15-40 here. In Qatar. Second serve for Karolina Muchova to look at. Double fault. Break of serve, back on serve, 2-all. Okay. Meanwhile, Echeverri, 2-3, 30 love. Forehand here from Mukova. She comes racing into the net. That volley's not going to be good enough, and Sakkari's going to miss the backhand down the line. Maria. 15 love. Echeverri racing into a 40 love lead with his 8th ace of the match, by the way. So he has 3 game points for 3-all in that deciding set. Meanwhile, Mukova, 15 love. First serve from Mukova goes into the net at 15 love. So second serve here for Maria Sakkari to look at. Mukova's going to be feeling a hell of a lot better about herself now. She lost those 5 games in a row that saw her down a set and a break. But now they're back on serve in this second set. Backhand to backhand right now. But the backhand from Mukova goes into the net and it's 15-all. Listen, let's give Maria Sakkari the French Open and we'll give Mukova Wimbledon. How about that? Let's make it happen. Make it happen, WTA tennis gods. And then we can all just sail off into the sunset. Okay. Tabilo serving at 3-all, 15 love. Ooh, Mukova's missed that forehand, so 15-30. Ooh. So, tense moments in Argentina between Tabilo and Echeverri, deciding set, and they are locked at 3-all, 15-all. Echeverri and Tabilo both very close to the finish line. One misstep from either could well be costly right now. Ooh, that one from Sakkari went just out, so it's 30-all. Seemed like a late call there from the electronic line judge, if there is such a thing. Jake, you're very quiet, conspicuously quiet. 2-all, 30-all, Mukova serving. 30-15 now for Tabilo in Argentina on Echeverri. First serve down the tee is missed by Mukova. 2-all, 30-all. Oh, that forehand return from Sakkari's missed. Would have been sensational if that had landed in. Anyway, 40-30, Mukova game point for 3-2. Tabilo Echeverri, 30-all. Okay. Forehand here from Mukova into the backhand of Sakkari. Drop shot from Mukova. Sakkari chases it down. Oh, but that's lovely from Karolina Muchova. She holds for 3-2, clenches her fist. Very, very happy with that one. What do we think, live chat? Will Jake Davies make another comment today on Talking Tennis? I'm going to go, yeah. Keep the faith, people. Keep the faith. So, when they return to the court after this change of ends, Sakkari will be serving at 2-3. Meanwhile, in Argentina, for the match between Alejandro Tabilo and Thomas Martin Echeverri. What is going down in the Argentinian capital of Buenos Aires? Very, very tight affair between these two right now. On the dirt at the quarterfinal stage. Game point for Alejandro Tabilo here, 40-30. Much to the chagrin of the Argentinian crowd as they will on their charge. 3-all, 40-30 Tabilo with a game point. Let me know in the live chat. Will we hear again from Jake Davies before the end of this stream? Let me know. Just go yes for yes or no for no. Okay. Game point for Tabilo. Where are you going to go with his serve? Soft serve. Run around forehand return is not bad, but so is that backhand. But so is the defense. So is the forehand. Oh, and the volley is exquisite from Alejandro Tabilo to hold serve. Wow, 4-3. Woo. Cool as a cucumber, Alejandro Tabilo. Who knew where that point was going to go? Much like Jake Davies. Who knew which way that was going to go? Okay, Sakkari here serving at 2-3, love 15. So, Echeverri and Tabilo, change of ends. When they return to the court, Echeverri will be serving at 3-4. Under pressure, Argentinian. Meanwhile, Maria Sakkari is under pressure on her serve. Will Jake Davies be breaking his silence today? Let me know in the live chat. Okay. Sakkari here serving 15-30. Remember, she was 2-love up. She won 5 games in a row from 3-all in the first set to race into a 2-love lead in the second. And yet now we've seen her peg back. And it's a 3-game winning streak for Karolina Muchova as the Czech seeks to force this into a deciding set. Are you not? ¿Estás no feliz con Echeverri, Cristiania, Algalaina? ¿Estás enojado con Thomas Martín? Y si estás enojado con él, ¿por qué? Okay, Echeverri here, 30-love on his serve. Meanwhile, we've got 2 break points for Karolina Muchova to go up 4-2 in the second set against Maria Sakkari. Sakkari having won the first set by 6-3, but 2 break points for Karolina Muchova as she seeks a huge advantage in the second set to go up a break. Echeverri, calm, cool and collected on the dusty dirt of Argentina. 30-love as these 2 cowboys go toe-to-toe in this deciding set. 3-4, but 30-love for Thomas Martin Echeverri on his serve as he bounces the ball. Where are you going to go with this serve, Mr. Echeverri? Senor Echeverri, 30-0 in Buenos Aires. El saco bien. Backhand, drop shot, but that backhand from Tabilo is horrible, and it's 40-love. Meanwhile, Sakkari saves one of the break points and gets it to 30-40. So many of you tuning in right now, please do hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. 4 games all. Echeverry wins the game. 4 all. Huge, huge game for Echeverry to win, but they're all huge right now. Now it's over to Tabilo as we head towards the 2-hour mark for this Argentina Open quarterfinal. Meanwhile, Karolina Muchova gets the break over Maria Sakkari. She leads by 4 games to 2. 1 hour, 21 minutes on the clock in the Qatar Open semi-final. These two, of course, fighting it out for a place in the final, where one of them will be playing Victoria Umboko. But who will it be? Well, just 5 or 10 minutes ago, it looked like Maria Sakkari, where she was up a set and a break. But that set and a break advantage has now evaporated. In fact, it's more than evaporated, as we see Mukova now has a break advantage. Okay, Tabilo here serving 4 all, but he's messed up the backhand. Love 15. Love 15, ladies and gentlemen. Can Mukova, by the way, consolidate the break? Will we ever hear from Jake Davies again? Let me know. We'll send out a search party for the Welshman if not. He comes and he goes. Much like the Maria Sakkari serve. Okay, Mukova serving at 4-2, but what about Tabilo and Echeverry? Well, Echeverry at the moment, oh, lovely ace down the tee from the cool as a cucumber, Alejandro Tabilo. Cooler than a stalactite in the Chilean northern caves, which I don't even know if it's a thing despite spending 6 months in Chile. 15 all here, Tabilo serving. Meanwhile, Karolina Muchova serving at 4-2, love 15. Let me know in the live chat if you have ever seen Jake Davies. Does he really exist? All Tabilo. All Tabilo. 15-30. Ooh, Karolina Muchova. 15 all. So, Tabilo here serving at 15-30. Where are you going to go with this serve? Down the tee. Forehand return. Well done, Alejandro Tabilo. Big serve there. 30 all. Mukova, by the way, 30-15 she now leads. Where are you going with this serve, Mr. Tabilo? Mess this up and you could be down a break point. Gets the serve in. Echeverry somehow gets it back. Echeverry on the backhand now. Into the forehand, of course, the left-hander that is Tabilo. Now it's on the backhand of Tabilo. Backhand again from Alejandro into the backhand of Echeverry. Both of these just taking care at the moment not to make a mistake. Keeping this well in the court at the moment. But that's a good deep shot there from Tabilo. Now it's on the backhand of both players again. This rally is turning into an epic one. Who's going to miss first? Who's going to blink first? Backhand cross court into the forehand of Tabilo. Tabilo loving the forehand. I think it is his stronger shot. Wonderful backhand there from Echeverry cross court. 30-40. Break point. Thomas Martin Echeverry contra Alejandro Tabilo en Buenos Aires. Un break point para el argentino. Después un tiro detrás increíble que Tabilo no podría poner en la cancha. 30-40. Alejandro Tabilo sacando, serving. 40-15, by the way, over in Qatar, but that is now 40-30 between Mukova and Sakkari. Break point here for Echeverry. Backhand return, serve volley. Oh my goodness me! That is the return of the year, the return of the century, I would even argue, for Thomas Martin Echeverry. I thought there's no way he's getting his racket on that. Tabilo, perhaps a slight error in terms of coming into the net for the serve volley, but take your hat off for Thomas Martin Echeverry with a blistering backhand return. You cannot teach that. And Echeverry, when they return to the court, will be serving for the match. Henry Robinson. LFG. I'm not even sure what LFG stands for, but maybe the F is a rude word. By the way, if we do this, or maybe even this, Look at the reaction there from Tabilo. That is the reaction that we should all be having after seeing that return. Oh my goodness. Well, well, well. Let's effing go, Henry Robinson, indeed. Henry, I think you've already done so, but if you haven't, please hit subscribe. I'm sure you have, actually. Hit the like button anyway. Okay, over in Qatar, Sakkari is serving to stay in the second set. Let me know in the live chat. Does Jake Davies exist? We're waiting to hear from the boy. I know. I don't think he did see Tabilo coming in. I don't know if he did, but anyway, if you're Argentinian, who cares right now? They return to the court. Echeverri is serving for a spot in the Buenos Aires semifinals. By the way, I think Ghosty mentioned earlier on that there was 1 or 2 spare seats. Not many now. Not many now. Sakkari serving at 2-5 to stay in the match, by the way. So to stay in the second set and avoid a deciding set. Thomas Martin Echeverri in la cancha central en Buenos Aires, sacando por el partido y para jugar en los semifinales en su país. Good serve out wide. Forehand now. It's going to go long from Tabilo. The return. So 15 love. Para Thomas Martin Echeverri. Wonderful new member, Henry, by the way. Wonderful that you've joined us now as a member. Thank you for that. Ashley is also a member. You're supporting the channel, Henry, by doing so, but also you'll get some extra bonus footage. And, of course, you can send in emojis in the live chat. 15 all here. Sakkari serving 2-5 to stay in the second set. Meanwhile, Echeverri serving for the match against Alejandro Tabilo. Really good forehand there from Alejandro. Good backhand from him, and it's going to win the point, 15 all. I'm not sure that Echeverri's serving this out, by the way. I am not sure at all. Sakkari here, 30-15, by the way, 2-5. Thank you very much, Henry. Keep it up. Love the show, he says. Wonderful. Make sure you hit the like button, by the way. Okay. Echeverri here serving. The pressure on the Argentinian to deliver is immense. In front of his home crowd. He thought about coming into the net there and changed his mind. And I think it messed up his footwork, and it actually didn't help him on the forehand. 15-30. It was a very good return from Tabilo, but got his footwork wrong there as he wasn't quite sure whether to come into the net there, Echeverri. We are entering the closing stages of this match. 15-30, Echeverri serving. Where are you going to go with this serve? Down the tee. Backhand return. It's going to go long. I'm sure Echeverri is going to be keen to seek out that backhand as often as he can. By the way, 2 game points for Maria Sakkari at 2-5 in the Qatar Open semifinals. Mukova is up a break in the second set, though. Okay, regarding this, though, match between Echeverri and Tabilo. Crucial, crucial moments. 30 all to bring the house down. With an ace down the tee for 40-30. We have a match point. After 2 hours and 4 minutes, we have a match point for Thomas Martin Echeverri. 5-4 he leads in this deciding set. 40-30 on his serve as he taps both of his shoes, Rafa Nadal-like. Where are you going to go with this serve, Mr. Echeverri? Where are you going to go? I think you're going to try and find the backhand, probably down the tee. Yes, he does. Backhand return. Forehand now from Thomas Martin Echeverri. He's going to miss. That was a tight and tense forehand. By the way, Maria Sakkari's won that game for 3-5. Over to you, Mukova, to serve for the second set. 5-3 she leads. That is in Qatar. in Argentina. It is deuce on the Thomas Martin Etcheverry serve. You've got to keep going. You imagine, got to keep going for the backhand. So, but is he going to go for a first serve, maybe down the tee into the forehand of Tabilo? Let's find out. Where are you going? Goes into the forehand with a good first serve. Really good first serve. And maybe that caught Tabilo by surprise. Match point number 2 for Thomas Martin Etcheverry. For sure he's going down the tee. Maybe with both of these serves, whether he gets the first serve in or not. By the way, Mukova serving for the second set is down love 30 on her serve. Thomas Martin Etcheverry serving. Second match point for him. Goes out wide into the forehand of Tabilo. Now it's on the forehand of Etcheverry. Again, he's not sure about whether to stick or twist. Forehand again from both players. Funny bounce there. Bit fortunate for Thomas Martin Etcheverry that Tabilo struggled with that. But we're into the rally here. Neither player wants to miss in such a crucial moment. Forehand Tabilo into the backhand of Etcheverry. He deals with that. Tabilo goes long. Thomas Martin Etcheverry wins in 3 sets. 1-6. 6-3, 6-4. Sending the crowd wild. He's into the semifinals in a little over 2 hours. Well done for the Argentinian in front of his home crowd, but Tabilo just faded away after winning that first set so comfortably. He did have the physio, by the way, giving him some attention at some point about midpoint of the match. But anyway, whatever you say, whatever you think, Thomas Martin Etcheverry is into the Argentina Open semifinals in front of his home crowd. Wonderful, Henry Robinson. Thank you very much for the super chat donation of 20 euros. And of course, for the fact that you became a member today. Wonderful. Good show, Henry. Thank you very much indeed. Check you out later. Of course, we're going to stay live as we see Maria Sakkari here with a couple of break points on the Karolina Muchova serve. Okay, we have more matches, of course, today in Argentina with Baez and Ugo Garabelli, Sorundolo against Kopshiva, and Martinez against Darderi. These are all quarterfinal matches today in Argentina. Meanwhile, Maria Sakkari gets it back on serve. She's now serving at 4-5. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Let's zoom in on that match right now. Okay, so let's hone in on this change of ends. And Karolina Muchova, how must you be feeling right now? I mean, you were serving for the set, but you got broken back. Okay, well, we're going to stay live, Henry, for the match between Sakkari and Mukova. Sakkari serving at 4-5. Anyway, thank you, Henry, for becoming a new member today. Everybody hit that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Okay, so Sakkari serving. Still need to win this game to avoid losing this set. Okay. So, love 15 here on the Sakkari serve at 4-5. Good depth on that return. Forehand from Mukova, forehand from Sakkari, backhand from Mukova into the backhand of Sakkari right now. Now on the forehand of Karolina. Oh, really good depth there from Mukova, and it's love 30. No thank you, Henry says. I'm not sure. No thank you. Was that to me or someone else? Not sure. Okay, love 30 here on the Mukova serve. Let me know in the live chat. Have you ever met Jake Davies? Does he really exist? Not sure. Backhand return into the forehand of Sakkari, which is going to go long, and it's love 40 and 3 set points for Karolina Muchova. Three set points now for Mukova. When Sakkari broke back, my goodness me, we just thought, okay, here we go. And yet here we are, just a few moments later, 3 set points for Karolina Muchova. Oh, good serve down the tee. Does Mukova get that back? She does. Now Mukova on the forehand. Now Sakkari on the backhand. Now Mukova on the forehand. Sakkari fighting. Bit of a net cord. Bit lucky there. Drop shot is not going to work, though, from Mukova. Sakkari getting a bit fortunate there with that net cord. 15-40. 1 set point saved. 2 to go. Okay, good serve out wide. Forehand return. Forehand from Sakkari. Backhand slice from Mukova. Forehand from Sakkari now to the forehand of Mukova. But now it's on the Sakkari forehand, but she's going to miss. Karolina Muchova takes the second set. And we are going to a third set, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back with you after a short break. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of homepage, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff, for example. We've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestienne here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of homepage, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestienne here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay. Oh, okay. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for that little interlude. We are back here with Sakkari serving at love 1 in the deciding set. Do let me know your thoughts on this encounter in the live chat. We have just gained a new member in the form of Henry Robinson. So thank you very much for becoming a member. And you can become a member too, as you just heard all about it. It is pinned in the live chat and all that other jazz. Who is winning this match now? I want you to write in the live chat, M or S. Who is winning from here? Okay. 30 love becomes 30-15 after Sakkari goes long there. Just write M or S. Who is winning? M for Mukova, S for Sakkari. Write it in the live chat right now and click return or enter or whatever the button is these days that people like to use. Henry going for Mukova. I mean, she lost the first set, but then came back in the second. That's 30 all, and Sakkari cutting a bit of a frustrated figure right now. $30 all here on the Sakkari serve. Oh, what a return! Karolina Muchova, take a bow. 30-40. Break point for the Czech. Already in this second set. She's serving first as well. Good body serve there from Sakkari. Good backhand from both players. Now the backhand again of Sakkari. Forehand Mukova is really good. I think she's going to win this point. She does. She gets the break. 3 games in a row for Maria Sakkari. Woo! Yeah, it's also going for the Mukova win, by the way. So, 2 love, 30 love, as Mukova seeks to consolidate the break. Let me know in the live chat, where are you tuning in from? And also, does Jake Davies exist? Still want to answer that question. Who shot JFK? Is the Loch Ness Monster a thing? And does Jake Davies exist? Some of the mysteries of this world that we still have yet to resolve. Okay, 30 love here. Mukova on the forehand, now on the backhand of Sakkari. For those of you not quite sure which player is which, well, I'll tell you which one's which right now. The one that's capitulating is Maria Sakkari. One set all, 40 love, 3 game points for Karolina Muchova, an hour and 51 minutes on the clock. She was going to come in for the serve volley, but didn't need to because Sakkari's return went long. 40 love becomes 3 love. 4 games in a row now for Karolina Muchova. Remember, she was serving for the second set, couldn't serve it out, and you thought, okay, here's the momentum now back with Maria. And Sakkari's like, no. Sorry, Mukova was like, no, I'm winning this set, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I'm going to win the match. So 3 love she leads in this deciding set. Oh, we've just gained a subscriber. Thank you very much for becoming our 23,750th subscriber. Whoever you are, wherever in the world you are tuning in from, wonderful. Thank you very much. We are now 21 subscribers away from the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. That is where we are at right now. Look at that. 23,771 is that capacity. And if you look at that number below the screen, it'll tell you 23,750. See? See what the capacity is? Okay. Oh, and it's love 15 here on the Sakkari serve. Love 15. Sakkari serving here, love 15. And it's now love 30 as Mukova edges closer to the final. Into the backhand now of Sakkari cross court. Slice there from Mukova into the forehand of Sakkari. Forehand Mukova. Backhand Sakkari cross court is really good. It's going to be good enough to win the point. 15-30. Okay, crucial moments here in this Maria Sakkari, Karolina Muchova semi-final in Qatar. $15.30, backhand return, forehand from Sakkari. It's going to go long, I think. Yeah, $15.40. What am I supposed to do? It seems like she said there. Win some tennis points. Easier said than done, of course. Yeah. So 2 break points here for Mukova for a spot in the final against Victoria and Mboko. Forehand return goes into the net. It was a good serve out wide there from Sakkari. 30-40. Ghosty. Okay, backhand cross court into the backhand now down the line of Mukova. It's really good. Mukova on the attack. Sakkari did well to defend it. Mukova, forehand winner. She wins the point. 4-love she leads. That's 5 games in a row for Karolina Muchova. She is within touching distance of the final and a spot alongside Victoria Mboko in that final. Let me know in the live chat. The smash that we saw Thomas Martin very complete on the top of the net. Would Ghosty have made that smash? I back the ghost. Back the ghost or don't back the ghost. Backhand to backhand up the line. Sakkari couldn't deal with it. 15-love. Sakkari, remember? 6-3, 2-love she was leading. Good serve there from Mukova, but actually must have clipped the net, so it's another first serve. Or maybe it landed out. Yeah, second serve. Backhand return. Slice from Mukova comes into the net now as Sakkari. Can she pass? No, Sakkari puts the volley away. 15-all. Some results today. Alex de Minaur came from a set down to beat Bobby here in Qatar. Victoria Mboko won in straight sets against Yelena Ostapenko. So she is in the final, but who will she be facing? Will she be playing Karolina Muchova or Maria Sakkari? Right now, it's looking very much like the Czech. Misses the first serve. Does Mukova? Second serve, forehand return. Backhand from Mukova into the backhand of Sakkari. It's a lovely backhand winner up the line from Maria. 30-all. Yeah, Sakkari has to make her move sooner or later. Oh, misses the first serve. So 30-all, second serve. Oh, double fault. 30-40. Misses the first serve again. So 30-40, second serve. Backhand return from Sakkari. Backhand from Mukova's pretty good, but Sakkari defends it. Now it's Mukova on the volley. That's not won the point, but surely she wins the point from here. Not necessarily, because Sakkari's still fighting. Now it's a lovely dink across the net. That is class. That is touch. That is Karolina Muchova. All right, I'm going to check it out, Ghosty. Casual, Tennis Casuals, eBay. I will check it out. Thank you very much. Ooh, and now we've got a game point for Karolina Muchova. Four love. Game point Mukova for 5 love, putting her 1 game away from the final. Serve volley. Puts the volley smash away. Mukova. 5 love she leads in this all orange affair. But right now it's Maria Sakkari who's feeling blue. 5 love deficit in this deciding set. Indeed. What a dink it was. Back the ghost. By the way, thank you very much, Henry Robinson. Once again, I want to say thank you very much for both your donation. Very much appreciated to the channel, and also the fact that you have now become a member. Look at Sakkari there. Kopchiva has brought up a break already on Fran Cerundolo, by the way, in the early stages of their quarterfinal in Argentina. I wonder if Fran is feeling the pressure once again of playing in front of his home crowd. Yet to win a title, of course, in Argentina. He's the #1 seed. Made the final last year, but seemed to be a very nervous performance from Fran against João Fonseca a year ago. Time. Sakkari serving to stay in the match. Thank you, Ghosty. Okay, Sakkari serving. Nice serve +1 there for Maria. 15 love. It was a good serve. Short return. Forehand winner. 15 love. Okay, into the rally here. Forehand from Mukova's going to go long. 30 love. For those of you just tuning in, please do hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. Misses the first serve, Maria Sakkari here at 30 love. Backhand to backhand. Now it's on the forehand of Sakkari. That's a good forehand. Mukova does well to defend it, though, with that squash shot. Now it's a slice from Sakkari. Comes into the net, does Mukova. That's not bad from her. This is going to be tricky, though. Is she going to get her racket on this? She is. But Sakkari puts away the smash. No, she doesn't. Oh, Maria Sakkari. Right, as we're all here, ladies and gentlemen, does Ghosty make that smash? Back the ghost or back off. Deary me. $30.15. I'm sure you do, Ghosty. I'm sure you. Second serve. It's a soft second serve. Mukova comes into the net. What a volley from Karolina Muchova. The velvet touch at the net. 30 all. She is 2 points away from the win. You can't teach that, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot teach that. Second serve. Double fault. And we have a match point now for Karolina Muchova. Oh, what a horrible set of tennis for Maria Sakkari. What a horrible couple of sets, bearing in mind she was up a set and a break. And now she's staring down the barrel of defeat. 30-40. Where are you going with this serve, Maria? You are going down the tee. And that chop return is not going to land in. So the match point has been saved and we are at deuce. Ghosty, when you say call it, you mean make the prediction right? As in he went for Echeverri and Echeverri won? Or you mean on TV? I had the sound on, but very low, so I wasn't able to hear. Nice aggressive play here from Sakkari. Another smash for her. This time she puts it away. Ghosty-like. Ghosty-esque. And she has a game point for 1-5. First serve lands in, unreturned, and it is 5-1. Over to you, Karolina Muchova. Can you serve this out? You've had a match point come and go, albeit on the Maria Sakkari serve. Sakkari avoids the bagel, but she's unlikely to avoid the defeat. Just keeping the wolf from the door, I think. And that door is very much ajar for Karolina Muchova to put her spot in the final where Victoria Mboko awaits like a caged tiger. 2 hours and 10 minutes on the clock. Coming up to 10 o'clock local time. Great set indeed, Henry, for Mukova. Okay, backhand return here into the backhand of Mukova. Forehand from Sakkari is going to go long, 15-love. I mean, Dr. Story tell 182 here. What has happened to Sakkari? Well, it's just been a collapse. That's what it's been. Some epic streaming today. Misses the first serve, does Mukova. So 5-1, 15-love, though, for the Czech. 3 points away from the win. Good serve down the tee this time, but what a return that is from Sakkari. She's on the attack. She's on the attack. She's at the net. She doesn't put the volley away, does she? Oh, my goodness me, is Mukova made that? She has! Again, showing off her velvet touch. What speed, what athleticism, what an incredible shot to finish it off. 30 love. Karolina Muchova, take a bow. Sakkari just cannot believe what hit her. Look at her just hone in on that ball, watching it, hoping it lands out, but hoping beyond hope. 30 love. Mukova serving. Gets this first serve in, chop back. Forehand now from Mukova. Good depth on that, but Sakkari doesn't deal with it. 40 love, and we have 3 match points for Karolina Muchova. What a great set for Karolina Muchova indeed. Okay. So, 3 match points here. Karolina Muchova for a spot in the final. She's had a match point come and go already. This one clips the net and lands in this first serve. Of course, the previous match point came on the Maria Sakkari serve. Sakkari got herself out of the hole, but I doubt she's going to get out of this hole. 5-1, 40 love. Mukova serving. Where are you going to go with this first serve? Into the backhand. She's done it with an unreturned serve. She adjusts her hair, puffs out her cheeks, whacks the spare ball into the crowd. She is into the WTA 1000 final in Doha in the Qatar Open, where Victoria Mboko lies in wait. Mboko, of course, winning her set in straight sets today, was down 2 love in the early stages to Jelena Ostapenko before coming back to win that one comfortably in straight sets. This one, though, was anything but comfortable for Karolina Muchova, who lost the first set by 6 games to 3, and in fact, lost 5 games in a row across the end of the first set and beginning of the second, that saw Maria Sakkari up a set and a break. And yet, Karolina Muchova was not done. She breaks back. And then she breaks again, and we see Mukova serving for the second set, and yet Maria Sakkari doesn't let her take it. She breaks back, but then Mukova has other ideas once again, and she breaks back immediately. In fact, Mukova goes on a run of winning games that sees her basically leading comfortably in that third set. As Sakkari faded away, who could forget that horrible smash she had on top of the net? But listen, what a match and what a set of tennis from Karolina Muchova there. Will it be enough, though, to see Karolina end up taking the title in Doha? We're going to preview that final right now against Victoria Mboko. The head-to-head between these two, by the way, well, they've never played before. So, never played before, but Mboko, does she have the momentum? Well, she'll certainly be the fresher of the two, having spent a lot less time on court in their respective semi-finals. And, of course, Mboko played her semi-final first. But Mboko's run to the final, by the way, has not been easy. She had a comfortable first couple of wins over Buskova and then Zvonareva. Check that one for the pronunciation, in the rounds of 64 and 32. But who could forget that epic comeback where she saved a match point against Mira Andreeva in the round of 16. Mira obviously very disappointed to lose that one. And then Mboko did to Rybakina what Mboko does to Elena Rybakina, winning in 3 tight, dramatic sets in the quarterfinal before setting up her semi-final with Jelena Ostapenko today, where she came back from an early breakdown and ultimately was just too good for Jelena, as Jelena faded away despite a little bump in the road as Mboko was trying to serve it out in the second set, and she prevailed there quite comfortably. She is ready for this stage as she's making her top 10 breakthrough in the new up-to-date rankings next week, Victoria, no matter what happens in the final against Karolina Muchova. Mukova, by the way, her run to the final until today had been pretty comfortable. Round of 64, straight sets win over Christian, a straight sets win over Valentova. Remember, Valentova swatted aside Alexiala in the first round, but a straight sets win for Mukova over her fellow Czech Valentova, 1-4. Then Mukova gets a walkover against Pliskova in the round of 16, also a fellow Czech. Then Mukova beats Kalinskaya in straight sets before prevailing today in 3, coming from a set down against Maria Sakkari. What can we expect in this final? Well, we've got Mboko, arguably the young charge on the tour that we should be looking out for. That young charge used to be Mira Andreeva, but perhaps Mboko is coming past her. And maybe it's Mboko who might be winning the first Grand Slam amongst all these youngsters on the tour and not Mira Andreeva. But that is a discussion for another day. The discussion right now is Karolina Muchova against Victoria Mboko. Also, in terms of pattern of play, well, Mboko really solid, strong off both wings, barely a weakness, but she is going to get made to move around that court. Keep an eye out as well on the arm injury that seems to be there for Mboko, but it hasn't seemed to hamper her thus far in this tournament. We just see some strapping there on the arm. Mukova, by the way, suave, sophisticated, experienced. She will bring all of that to the court and more tomorrow. But Mukova, remember, has never won a WTA 1000 title. Her opponent, Victoria Mboko, has in Canada last year, memorably. Mukova lost her 2 1000 finals, both to Coco Gauff. Well, at least she won't be playing Coco tomorrow. But who will win? I'm going to go for Victoria Mboko in 3 sets, breaking the hearts of the Czech fans, and Mukova once again in a big final. Remember, Mukova has also not won a Grand Slam final, having lost to the French Open final to Iga Swiatek in 2023. She's also lost each of her 1000 finals, and I think she's going to lose again tomorrow, probably in 3 sets. More heartache for her and more joy and glory for Victoria Mboko. Thanks for joining, and you know the... If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.